Today, we're going over one of my favorite techniques, the Abaniko. All right, let's get it. What's going on, world? Solo from Kali Combat. And today, we're going over one of my favorite techniques, the Abaniko. Translated as fan or fanning for the fanning motion of the stick. Now, if you've been following our other channel, Kali Sticks, you've probably seen me do this technique a million times in YouTube Shorts format. But today, I'm gonna break it down for you all the way. All right, so the reason I said this is one of my favorite techniques is because it's like a trick shot. Number one, the strike is landing to the opposite side of the head, the opposite side of your striking hand. So it's really hard to stop because you don't see it coming. Bam! Number two is can be 3 strikes in one. Here's the initial strike coming in, the turn of the wrist, and then on the way back. So that's 1, 2, 3 strikes and you're out. The Abaniko, yeah, it's translated as fan or fanning, but understand you're not just turning your wrist to land that strike, because that doesn't have a lot of power. But think of it more like how a boxer turns their wrist right as they land that strike. With that being said, these Kali Sticks techniques have nothing to do with a stick or a blade and everything to do with technique. Because understand, you can pretty much swing anything you find like you would a stick. The techniques don't change because you change the tool. Understand, you're the only thing moving. The weapon is not moving on its own. Now, if you take a look at the forms of Filipino martial arts, you see a lot of similarities as in American boxing and other martial arts. You got your high chamber, low chamber. Looks a little bit like Mayweather boxing, Philly shell. When you go to the 2 high chambers, it looks more like Mike Tyson's peekaboo. And you're back on the opposite side. All right, so in this video, we're going over the Mayweather boxing because we're using this parry pass, weapon up. That means the hand is in. Now, today we're going over the parry pass, and we went over this in the last video. So what you're doing is parrying the strike and immediately following up to get that strike in, or the pass. So you're moving the arm out of the way so you can land a strike. Now in this video, me and bro, we're not stabbing each other in the arm because that shit hurts. We're basically hitting right here, but you want to understand the concept that you're going to the inside, you're hitting the arm. When the arm is extended, it's fairly easy to move it out of the way. So with the assistance of the opposite hand, you can get to the outside, inside, or outside by moving the arm when it's extended. Now when you're moving to the inside, it's a different story because you do have to worry about the opposite hand. So if you're parrying across, you could be open for a strike. So you might not want to parry on that to the inside, but you still hit them. The Abaniko is just like every other technique we ever went over, ever. There's multiple targets, especially when the arm is extended. All right, now I like to start from the outside, either arm, but going with the right arm first. The outside, high and low. Because the outside, your safest zone. So we got to go high, low. On the outside, it means you got a triangle step. To the inside of the arm, high, low. Inside of the left arm, high, low. And outside of the right arm, high and low. And anytime the arm's extended, the hand or the elbow, the fingers, the opposing thumb that allows you to grip is a good target. because it's extended and you're out of reach, while they are in reach for a target. Now, if you've been following the channel, you know that we've been incorporating the 52 block system into Filipino martial arts. And because you can still bring in the same Filipino martial arts off of 52 block system. Now in Filipino martial arts, we went over in the last video, we went over the parry and the pass to get that strike in. But it's initially the same as parry to choke block, understand? Shield block, or parry, pass, and you go right into skull and bones. Still land the Abaniko. So just like 52 blocks, Filipino martial arts blocks with elbows and empty hand, or leads with the elbow. Elbow. You can bring in the Abaniko with any of those blocks, as you can see. A parry, a pass to roll around, and strike. Or parry, pass, choke block. You're rolling off of the block, parry, and roll, rolling off the block. Roll. So real quick, we'll demonstrate 52 blocks with a weapon. All right, so with the skull and bones, still bring in the technique. On the choke block, same technique. Same technique. Up in the bank, same technique. Pass, Abaniko, strike. Parry brings you to the opposite side of the head. And we'll still do the same thing. Pass, strike, pass, strike. Solo, Combat. Peace.